Oh man, some people are just unbelievably ignorant, rude, and I don't even know how to even describe this person, but I think there was definitely something, a few screws loose in his head, okay? So, where to even begin? Okay, this is a rant about a client. And this asshole, I don't know what his like where he was getting off, like treating me like this, like acting this way. I mean, maybe he got up on the wrong side of the bed, but it doesn't really give him an excuse to be like how he was acting with me. So I'll start from the beginning just so you kind of have an idea of like where I'm coming from. This idiot emailed me quite a few weeks back actually. And he did have references. However, he was being very, very secretive about all the other information. He had this weird phone where he would never answer. It was always this weird recording that said, um, speak your name, and then not Google Voice, but something else, like some weird recording thing. Like he wanted you to like say your name first before he would answer the phone. But this asshole was running late just to try to speed this story up. So the day comes, his appointment day comes, which was today, okay, after waiting for like several weeks. And this asshole was late. So I'm thinking, okay, he should be on his way. I wanted to call to make sure everything was still good. He was on his way. And I call at the appointment time and he doesn't answer. And I'm like, great. Because usually my clients will answer when they're on their way, you know? That's kind of like common courtesy. That's just something you do. I wanted to say, you know, how you doing on the road? Are you almost going to be here? Are you going to be late? I just wanted to update because it was when he was supposed to be here at 10 in the morning, which is really early for me too. And I actually, yeah, I got up super early for this jerk. So just to get ready for him to be ready at 10 o'clock. So no phone call back. Okay. I leave a message. I'm like, how you doing? I'm just calling to see how you're doing on your trip here. Cause I knew it was like a long drive, but actually it wasn't no skin off his back because even though it was a long drive for him, it's just only because he was staying in a hotel like out of town and he was like coming back through town to go to the airport, which means it was like more like a convenient thing for him where he was just on his way back going to stop by my place. Okay. So whatever. I'm the one that suffers from this. So no answer, no call back. I wait and I wait and I wait. Now he's almost 20 minutes late. So I thought, okay, well, maybe he just couldn't answer right then. So I called again. Again, I get the voicemail, leave your name, which I did. And again, I said, I haven't heard back from you. I'm assuming that maybe you're not going to make it. Maybe something happened. Can you please at least let me know so I can get on with my day and I'm not just wasting my whole day waiting for you to show up? If you're not going to show up, I hang up. And again, I wait and I wait. And now it's 30 minutes, okay, past the time he's supposed to be here. And I don't hear back from him. And then finally, about 40 minutes late, he calls me with an attitude, okay? And all he kept saying was, oh, I'm just stuck in so much traffic. Oh, I don't know. I'm just stuck. And I'm like, well, are you still going to show up? Where are you? And he wouldn't answer me. And then he mumbled something. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And then he snaps and he's like, that's because I didn't say anything. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not going to see that. I'm thinking right then, I'm like, I'm not going to see this person. I thought to myself, this guy's nuts. Okay. He had no reason to snap at me like that. I just asked him where he was when he's going to be here. And all he kept saying was, oh, there's so much traffic. There's just so much traffic, you know? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, um, yeah, I kind of like right now I'm having like a mind block, like a mental block right now. Cause it's still right when I'm thinking about how he snapped at me like that. when all I said was, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear you." That's because I didn't say anything. And I'm like, oh my God, no way. No way am I going to see this person. What if he's like nuts and he's going to like snap on me when he comes over? And I don't care if he's spending like $8,000. Okay. It's not worth it. He was going to spend $800. And I'm thinking, it's not worth it. Okay. It's not worth that little bit of money if he's going to come over here and have an attitude with me. Because if he's going to say that to me over the phone and not be polite, see, this is the thing with my clients. I'm used to, and I actually demand respect. Like, you talk to me like I'm a person. You don't talk to me like I'm trash. Okay. You don't snap at me when I was doing everything I could to accommodate him for being late. I was going to wait for him, and I was just trying to be helpful for him. I wanted to make sure he wasn't lost. I wanted to make sure he knew where he was going. That's what I was asking him. Like, are you sure you know where you're going? Do you know how to get to that location I told you to call from? And he wouldn't answer me, and the phone kept cutting out too. I think on purpose. I actually kind of think, because there's no reason why we wouldn't be getting good reception. If he was where he said he was, finally, he did say a freeway, but he didn't tell me what off-ramp. He wouldn't tell me the off-ramp. So I was still now this moment, I'm still not even 100% sure if he was even on his way or if he was just fucking with me, okay? Because some clients will do that. They will just fuck with your head. Yeah, I know he had references. But, just because a client is okay and good with one provider doesn't mean they're going to be good and okay with another. Maybe he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Oh, and the other thing, because he's from out of town and he's from like Canada, that don't give him the excuse. Okay, just because he's from a country where they hunt clients, where they criminalize clients, that doesn't give him the excuse to be a jerk to me. Okay, it's obvious I'm not a cop. Okay. Like, it's so obvious. I spoke to him like last night even. And that's because, I had to pick up the phone at an exact time when he said he was going to call. And again, he was just being like way too secretive, way too, and rude, and not being, respectful and considerate. He was not being considerate of my time at all. And again, I don't regret it. The way he snapped at me, I'm glad I hung up on him. And he did try calling me back twice, and I just ignored both times. I did not pick up the phone, because when he snapped at me, it did something and it made me snap back. And I told him to take the fucking money and shove it up your goddamn ass. Fuck off, I said. And I hung up on him. Yep, and I would do it again, because I don't tolerate that kind of like attitude that he was giving me at all. Not even a little bit. If I detect even a slightest amount of attitude, I will hang up on the motherfuckers. And again, just because he's hunted like an animal in Canada, because he's a client, like they hunt clients in Canada, okay, they shoot and kill them most likely. That don't give him an excuse to be that fucking horrible and rude to me, because it's obvious I'm not a cop, okay? It's so fucking obvious. He had no reason to do that, be like that to me. Yeah, I think he was nuts too. Yeah, definitely. There was nothing about that guy that I even liked a little bit. Everything about him, it just stunk. Take care.